So back out with RB again, a third ride today, and cranking these rides up. And it's the final ride test for our customer Jason. So just getting the road mileage up on this, and we're going to have a little bit of dual carriageway action. Now he has gone for the option of a top box on this one, so we're going to take this one out, have a little bit of a run. It's got a 32 litre top box on the back of this, and what we're going to do very, very quickly, I am just going to pull into where I normally start my videos from and just show you guys the top box on this. Nothing flash, but how our team do it is slightly different from how other people fit top boxes. So, a little bit of a slow manoeuvre at the local garden centre. We're just going to pop it down to where I normally take my photos, which is just here, and we're just going to pop this up onto the rear stand. So main stand going up, and I'm just going to show you this very, very quickly. So 32 litre top box here, loads of rim fit helmet. What we actually do, we take the upper case off, so we take the plastic one off, metal bases below, and we Dremel round here so that you can get a nice flat finish with the handguard. So it's just Dremeled out slightly, but that is how you should fit a top box. Lovely and flat and absolutely perfect. Now if you obviously go and put your top box on the top plate and bolt it down, top box is going to be flapping around like an absolute loon. So that is the reason why we take a little bit more time, we Dremel everything in and get a nice flush fit. Takes us a little bit longer, but at least you know you're not going to be snapping your top box mounting bolts. Mirrors are nicely set up now. Now the mirrors on these, great, super wide, and I've got, I'd say, an eighth of my shoulder. You're going to get a different view from the camera, but I've got about an eighth of my shoulder, and I've got a perfect view of the road behind. Now, excuse me, quick comment that I had, and someone actually commented on one of my ride videos down the dual carriageway. Why are you riding in the gutter? I'm not, I'm in position 1. 40 mile an hour limit. I'm on a 125. Yes, I should be out here in the middle of the road like this, but why do I need to dominate a lane on a dual carriageway when I've got traffic flying past me at 70 to 80 mile an hour? Hence why I ride in position 1. I'm just playing safe, because if I see something coming in a little bit fast, I've got the runoff area to the left where the bicycles go, just to get out the way should some idiot be on his phone or not concentrating. If I'm watching my mirrors, I've got a car coming in quick, then I've got my back covered, as they say. So that is the simple reason why I tend to ride in position 1 down the dual carriageway. Last thing I want to be doing is right out here. If I was on a big bike, yes, but the last thing I want to be doing is right out here or in the middle of the road, taking up the whole damn lane and playing around with 70 mile an hour traffic while I am doing my ride test at 45 mile an hour, which is why I tend to sit over here position 1 and out of the way. So nice steady 45 mile an hour, and we're going to crank up some road mileage on this one, and this is due for handover in a couple of days. And just to check, it is all running fine, so brakes and levers are all in the right position, everything is all nice, hunky-dory, happy days, as they say. And we've got a lot of these Titans going out the door at the moment, hell of a lot of Titans going out the door. So 2 went last week, another 2 going this week, 2 for next week, and a couple for the week after. Leaves me with about 4 Titans left. So if you do want a Titan, best-selling scooter from Lexmoto, get on the phone, get yourself one ordered. And as always, we take around 3 weeks to get bikes ready, just keeping an eye. And obviously I've got Little pickup just gone past me. I've got a dirty great lorry on the offside of me. He's gone round the outside, which is why I tend to give him a quick flash, let him back in. There we go. So hence why I run along here at 45 mile an hour is road testing speed. Don't want to be ragging this bike on a brand new engine for the customer, so everything we do is ride tested 45 mile an hour. Huddle along, do your own thing, keeping an eye on those mirrors, and obviously the occasional shoulder check here and there, and watching my junctions as I come up to them. So that answers that problem. Why are you riding in the gutter? I'm not. I'm in position 1. If I was in the gutter, I'd be up against the curb. So get your facts right. And a lot of scooter riders will, especially on a 50. You don't want to be out in the middle of the road 30 mile an hour playing on a dual carriageway. You want to be sticking to the left and covering your mirror. And unfortunately, people go, yeah, but why do you ride a dual carriageway? If you happen to live in Milton Keynes, nearly every road in Milton Keynes is a dual carriageway, and most of them are 70 mile an hour. Some of them are 40s, a couple of 30s, but most, I'd say 80% of the roads in Milton Keynes, all dual carriageways and all 70 mile an hour. Now it varies from obviously city to city, town to town, but in Milton Keynes you haven't got any choice, it's all dual carriageway. Does it bother me? Not one bit. Not fussed at all. Now, obviously if I was on the big bike doing 70, I'd be out towards position 3. But with 45 years riding under my belt, or even more now actually, 45 years legally, which says 52 years legally. Get it right, Dave. 52 years legally. And obviously I've been riding since 17. So 42 years legally. Get it right again. 42 years legally. I've cranked up some miles. But obviously I've been riding since like 5 years old, and I do know my bikes backwards and forwards. And it is still freezing cold today. Legs are numb to the core now. Been out on so many bikes today. And I have got my thermal layers on, and it don't make no difference, not one iota. Thank God that I've got a decent bike jacket on that's lovely and warm. And it's not a heated one either. It's just a normal, standard Phillip Island Australian bikewear biker jacket. Love this Phillip Island bikewear. But you can't get for love or money at the moment. I do a lot of the newer Phillip Island jackets, but actually getting the bikewear, decent bikewear. And obviously one of our other riders come in today, he went, oh, what's your jacket at Phillip Island? Oh, he said, I've got a really good one, I've got an Oxford. I went, yeah, good brand. Overpriced, but good brand. What's it like for keeping the water out? Oh, it's bleeding horrible. Every time I get a rainstorm, it leaks right down the zip. So it's horses for courses. Obviously try a bike jacket out. If it don't do the job, take it back to the shop. Here, this jacket leaks, mate. It don't do the job. But no jacket is going to be 100% waterproof. I remember the old days of riding and using bread bags on your hands, or nicking a pair of mother's tights so you can put them under your jeans. Obviously now it's come on, everyone's got thermal layers, base clothing, and I tend to live in this I've got a thermal base suit on, which is like an all-in-one. It's like a onesie but made out of some sort of spandex lycra material, same as what you get if you was on a bicycle. Wouldn't want to be just wearing that on my own. I'd look a right sort of fetish king, as they say. But with a jacket and a pair of kevies on, and I always love these kevy jeans because they're fully lined, fully armoured, and they do keep the backs of your legs warm and your shins and that, but they don't keep your knees very warm. It's just one of those things, you get used to it. So just waiting for the lights to change. It's good to see that IKEA is open again, sort of. About the only good thing to come out of Sweden apart from ABBA. Would I go there and buy something? No. Argos for me, unfortunately. So what we like on the off to 40 mile an hour is keeping up with the cars. So she holds her own occasionally. And let's just see how many numpties notice that that is a right turn and a straight over lane only. Is he going to go in the right lane? Wow! Yes, a car driver that actually knows which lane to go in. Brilliant! So crank up a few more miles on this. Obviously on the nylon tyres. And it's nice and dry now. It's warmed up a little bit. It's still freezy cold out there, but she handles very well on her nylon tyres. And as I say, I've never ever had an issue with the tyres that Lexmoto have on their bikes. You ride according to your road conditions. So last bit of mileage to put on it, and then I'm going to try and have a cup of coffee today. Still not happened, and it's now about 1:15. I had a quick drink at 7 this morning. Every time I've gone to have a swig of my cup of coffee, cold one, oh, I'll make you a fresh one. Alright, no, forget it, I'm going to get back out on the bike. And I managed to make one earlier. I had about 2 sips of it, and then oh god, I'm back out on the bike again. A nice little bit hard braking just to check the bike out. All good. Low speed handling. What's she like on low speed handling? Well, I'm doing 10 mile an hour, 5-10 mile an hour. Just holding it on the throttle and the rear brake, and it holds a line. It holds a nice steady line. Haven't put my feet down yet. So if you're used to slow speed manoeuvres, just a little bit of brake, a little bit of throttle, or a big bike, obviously bite the clutch a few times, never a problem. They're making a right mess down here. Oh, mate, I'm tarmacking. Don't you love the smell of fresh tarmac? Love it. Prefer the smell of fresh tarmac, and obviously on track days, the smell of tarmac and burning rubber is probably one of the best smells out. Now obviously on my previous video, what was we doing this weekend? So if you've missed it, and you've not watched that far, Friday the live stream is 8 o'clock, not 9 PM, so we've changed our time so we can match up with Military Biker and get across to his feed. I'm normally on for about an hour, and then obviously jump on Military Biker's channel, go and join Stevie and the crew when they are on. And it also makes it a little bit easier for my UK viewers that don't want to sit up till 9 o'clock at night and end up sitting up till midnight chatting. But also this weekend we are doing the Super Sausage Run. It's the first day of the Advent, or whatever they call it, the Christmas winter thingy, getting ready for Christmas. So hopefully, weather good, we will be disappearing off the Super Sausage to have a little bit of brekkie and a ride with the boys. So we shall get out, have a run with them. Following Sunday I am not riding because I am off to MCN Live. I believe that's in Birmingham. Got a couple of tickets for that, so we're off to MCM Live. And me and Phil are having a day out, me and the big boss, just the two of us. Pals day out, that'd be quite fun. Go and see how many stands I can raid of pens and stickers and badges and all the garb, all the freebies, like you do when you go to a bike show. Sit on a few bikes, go and visit the Kawasaki stand like I normally do. But then obviously I'm going to be catching up. Teapot One's going to be there, so I'm going to catch up with Bruce. Hopefully Andy the Missing Flyer might be up there. And just catch up with a load of the Motovloggers that have all said they are going on the Sunday. Now obviously they said they were going to do the trade show on a Tuesday. What is the point of having a trade show on a Tuesday, which means you've got to shut your business to go and have a trade show? But with the Sunday, at least we'll get a little bit more time out. Mrs. B is going to probably sit at home playing bingo with my money. and then she'll probably pop off to mum's to have a little bit of time at her mother's until I get back late. I'll probably be home by about 8 o'clock that night. So day out for me on the Sunday, and then back to the garage for next week. So that's what we're going to be doing this Sunday. Super Sausage Run, MCM live. Next week, in the wrong lane again. The amount of people that don't get this right across here. So obviously this breaks into 2 lanes. I am going to be having the left-hand lane. And because it's a 40, I'm going to dominate all the way down. You can sit behind me and wait. Keep my eye on that car behind. My handover that I had booked for 12 o'clock today didn't turn up, so Currier's come in and he's told me now 5 o'clock, which means I can get out and ride more bikes just before I get the rest of the last bikes in. And we are away. Back to the garage for a coffee, 12k on the bike. Loads and loads of rides. One more to do this afternoon before it decides it wants to chuck it down. I can't believe it, we actually had, obviously where I live, it's the highest point in Milton Keynes. We're 419 foot above sea level where we are, and got up at 5 this morning. I thought, right, into the garden, coffee and a cigarette before I decide to jump on the computer and catch up with my paperwork, get all my ride tests booked for the day. And as I stepped in the garden, oh, is that freezing? It was tiny smitters of snow in the air. I'm like, oh, sleety snow, really? And it's getting colder and colder, so snow is expected this week, but we shall see what happens. So a hot cup of coffee is required in a few. Dropping the speed down to a nice steady 30. Make them wait for me. And obviously the outside of these dials is in Ks. What I would like, little reminder for Lexmoto at the factory. Can we have a little line where it says 30 mile an hour, so when I look down I can actually judge. I know 42k is 30 mile an hour. No, it's a pain in the backside having to keep looking down and judging k's to miles when you're coming up to speed cameras. It's like, especially in this weather, when you're actually looking down, and they've gone and put white lettering on a silver background. Really great idea. It'd been better if you'd have put black on a silver background. I can actually read the damn thing a bit better. So just a little thing for Lexmoto. You've got white over black, why not have black over silver or black over white on the dials? Make it a little bit easier to see. So back to the garage we go. Final ride test done. Give the customer a call. Happy days. So as always, if you enjoyed the video and me waffling on again, hit the thumbs up, hit the comments, drop us a comment. What do you think of the Titans? Are you going to be going to MCN live? If you are, I'm going to be taking a load of my own stickers with me, so I'm going to drop a few on someone's stand, stick them on the side of the stand. Who's a ref bomb? Me. So until next time guys, whatever you're doing, have yourself a good one, and until the next time, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me.